Good morning. Good morning. Was that wonky for everybody else or was it just me? Because, yeah, it looks like we're having a little internet connectivity issues this morning. How's the sound? We'll see. Sound garbage? Awesome. Sound and question mark does me no good. Sound the other way does do me well. So you tell me how the sound sounds. That almost rhymes, right? Let's see. I'll switch it just right now. Okay. There we go. Can you hear me? Am I fine? That was weird. Yeah, that was really, really weird. On our end, it just kind of just welcome morning mindset. Friday edition. This is 11/18. Woo-wee, November. Yeah, more than halfway over. We are more than halfway over in November. So, woo! I remember this is your first time here. Here's how this works. I need 5 things that you are going to accomplish today. So for us, Print DTF. We are going to do our absolute very best to get our queue down to as close to 0 today as possible. So get all the orders that came in from our sale this week out, any rush jobs that are out. But everything is still going out within the allotted time, so that's a plus. There's even a couple people that I'm pushing forward in line because I noticed there was some Thanksgiving things that are in there, and they just ordered in 3 to 5 days. It means you're not getting it before Thanksgiving. So the guy in me says, "Hey, let's see what we can do to move them." And they're not that much, so let's go ahead and push that. So Print DTF, I do have to order supplies because there's 3 different things that I know that we're out of or close to. So those need to go because it's all part of building your inventory list. I have a cat that's now trying to attack me. That's awesome. I've got mock-ups to do, invoicings to do. Actually, I was in the middle of invoicing right before this. So I'm trying to kill that out of the way. And then I've got web stores to build. So we have got a busy, busy day for you. So hopefully you are going to give us your 5 things. But I go 3. The other thing is I know where you're at. I need to know how the weather is in the area and what's in your cup. So this morning we switched it up. We're doing a little white monster this morning. It is cold. It's like 24 degrees. It is just not nice. I know winter is coming. I know we're in the Midwest. We should expect this. But I don't. I still want it to be nice. It looks like next week we might have some nice days. It looks like maybe even the 40s for Thanksgiving. I always get jealous when I see some of these TV shows where at Thanksgiving and Christmas time it's amazing weather, right? It's like 60s, 70s. It's beautiful. The family's outside playing at Thanksgiving. They're playing football in the leaves, and I'm like, where is this at? Because this is not here. It's cold. I think I can remember maybe maybe 2 times in the last 15-20 years where it was gorgeous on Thanksgiving. And by gorgeous I mean like 60s or higher and sun, not like rain or snow or anything like that. So it hasn't been a whole lot of times. And we had a couple of years ago where it was amazing on Christmas Day. And I want to say it was like in the 50s or 60s on Christmas Day. And that was the same year that we had snow on the ground for Halloween. So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So that's what we got rocking and rolling there. Let's get our check-ins and see how everybody is doing this morning. Renee, good morning to you. 19 degrees and dripping in Chicagoland. Homemade medicine ball tea in the cup. What the hell is that? What is that? Now, speaking of Renee, it made me think of Jen because Jen couldn't make it here this morning. She asked me a little while ago. She's like, "What time are you at? 7:30 or 8:30? Are you starting in 7 minutes or an hour and 7 minutes?" This was, at like 7:30 my time because on Wednesday we went early because we were going to be down at Hudson's doctor appointment. So she was just trying to get it. I'm like, "No, it's an hour from now." We went early on there. She goes, "Yeah, because you totally threw off my schedule." So I said, "Well," because she goes, "I got a couple questions for you." So we went ahead and did a video chat, and she gave me her 5 things, and it was great. We had to say, "Yeah, it's a little personal one." So that's always fun to do in the morning. But I don't know what this medicine ball tea is. That's something new to me. You'll have to tell me. Jose, good morning to you. Tiffany, good morning. Linda, hello. Brian, what's up, my man? FU, Facebook user. So Facebook and StreamYard don't always play nice together. When that happens, I can't see who this is. So I have no clue who you are. I could go into this little thing here and see who it is. And I usually do that afterwards. But what you can do is head over to fatdablive.com, and that'll get you over to our YouTube channel. Yes, it says Crafting the Cashier. That'll eventually get you over there. I should just put that on my list. I'm going to put it on my list so I can get that in the mix. Crafting the Cash links. So we will be good on that. Where was I going with that? Yeah, so that's why I can't see who you are because of that. So fatdeadlive.com will get you over to where we need to be. And there I am. Yes, here I am. It was, like I said, it was a little glitchy and weird. Linda, good morning to you. Kelly, good morning. Tiffany, good morning. Wendy, morning. -3. Oh, -3. I'm not ready for those numbers yet. And coffee in the cup. All right. Some coffee does sound good today. It does. Maybe I'll have to go fire up the Keurig and make some coffee. Jerry, good morning to you. And Linda, order banners, print photo orders. Tell me more about printing photo orders. Are we subbing those? Are we printing on those printers? What are you doing with that? Make a couple of hoodie orders. Go to do. What's go to do? Go to doctor. I just had to go to the next line. What do we charge for a web store? It depends. So there can be a flat rate fee. There can be no fee. A lot of it depends on the organization, what it's for, and what we're doing with it. Fundraisers, we really do. We try our best to get those to them as inexpensively as possible, free, because you're trying to raise funds for things, right? Especially like benefits, medical benefits. Nobody wants to spend out $500 on it. Corporate stores and things like that, you're $250 to $500. But what we do is we credit that back. So that way you're able to still, you're still able to do some stuff out of it. But we have found that when we have done that we've actually generated more business. Reason being is because when people have to pay for stuff, guess what? They make sure they push it because they don't want to have to pay extra for it. So it varies case by case situation. 49 in Central Texas. Whew. That's not bad, right? Is that cold this time of year? Texas is so big, it's hard to know. Central, I would think that's a little cold for this time of year. Tanya, good morning. Hopefully you're feeling well. Curtis, here's the thing. Curtis, I was going to talk about this today. No. Any of the artwork, well, let's say 90% of the artwork that we're using to build our bundles, we are getting from artists, and we cannot change their artworart. It's just part of the terms for it. So anything with that, no, we can't just change things on it because we didn't make the artwork for it. So we may not have the correct fonts. We may not have the correct coloring that goes with it. I know we can pull colors and do all that, but any of those, nope, they are set in stone the way that they are. And Lori, good morning. So thankful. Your DTFs are great. Love it. That's what we're in the middle of printing today. More DTFs. West Virginia, and it is cold there. And let's see. Looking at your orders and being aware of your clients is why it's great to work with you in any small business. Personal touch. Yeah. I mean, there's things that we can catch and things that we can't catch, right? Like a lot of times, unless we're getting mock-ups sent with it, we don't know what the artwork is supposed to look like. I reached out to Brian, in fact, while we were driving down to the hospital, because one of his pieces of artwork had a white square behind it. And we'd printed it before, but I didn't remember for sure if it was there. I'm like, was this supposed to be here or not there? So that's when we realized technology was amazing because I was able to video chat him, show him stuff. There's this ask questions to make sure that it was right. Before go to print. So sometimes we just don't know. So we're damned if we do, damned if we don't. If we print as is, then hey, if it's right, awesome. If it's wrong, then it's our fault. We should have known that. I don't know what artwork looks like, but if I in my head, if it looks wrong, I try and question it. But on things like that where I know this is for Thanksgiving, so I could see that it was clearly for that. And they're a regular customer and they order, and they're typically a 2-day ship. So that means, if they did their 3 to 5 days, they ordered yesterday, that's not going to go out until, Tuesday. And so they would have to get it the next day because there's Thursday, or they would get it on Friday. So it wasn't that many. Let's go ahead and let's take care of them because he said that's what you try and do. You try and take care of your customers for it. 25 things on my list today. First, basketball tourney on site. Love it. Love on-site printing. The big key that I have always found with that is to not overextend yourself. So don't take more work than what you can do. I try to make sure anything that we're doing custom that can be done in less than 5 minutes. And that means if I'm weeding anything or doing that there, it's 5 minutes. This transfer is great. It's a press in and out, but I don't want to do anything that's going to require a lot of time because we only have that limited time window when we're at that event, right? And if I'm not wasting my time, but if my time is preoccupied with production, then I can't make more sales. So unless you don't have somebody there that's doing that part of it, it can really eat up in your time, especially on custom things. That's why I try and keep it simple for them. Here's this, boom, check this. Most events that we'll do, here's the logo for the event or the team or the tournament, whatever it is. Excuse me. And then if we offer personalization, then that's, cut vinyl, names, numbers. There it is. Easy to do. And remember, you are providing an on-site service, right? So charge accordingly. I see so many people charge next to no money for this. And I'm thinking, why? You are doing this on site for them. It is being made for them right then and there. So make sure for anybody that is doing this that you always price accordingly to make sure that stuff's covered for you. Curtis, 18 degrees, high of 30 in central Kansas. I don't know what it's going to be today. Water my cup. That's what I got so far. Hey, I think that's a swell thing right there. Did you get sick on vacay, Renee? Yeah, hopefully she didn't. I think it's just a Midwest thing, Jerry, right? Like when that weather changes, we all just kind of feel yucky. I think that's why Corey's getting out of it. She sprung on me the other day. She's like, hey, I think I'm going to go down to Kelly's class down in New Orleans. Are you good with that? I'm like, I don't care what you do. I'm like, what's another trip out of the country? Or if this one's not out of the country, I'm like, what's another trip for you? I'm like, what's this make? 6, 7 this year? I'm like, you work hard, you get to play hard. I don't care. You go and do that. I might buy some new stuff. They'll probably, that's like 2 weeks. I think that's going to be the weekend that I'm going to make moonshine and break out the new smoking accessories, because my sausage stuffer should be here by then. We have a new grinder, and that's what I'm going to do. So I think it'll be a fun weekend for me. All right, down in Missouri, it is 25 degrees, water, 5 things: cut vinyl, print sublimation, broider beanies, and quotes. That sounds like an amazing 5 things to me. Wendy's 5 things: 2 screen print jobs, 2 embroidered jobs, bookwork. I totally, in my mind, read that as bookworm. Like, oh, you're going to read. Good. Bookwork, ordering, and dinner out with friends. Beer, because it's been a long week. Hey, I had beer on Monday night, right? I had beer on Monday night during our sale. I had beer on Tuesday night with Tuesday with Todd. There's nothing wrong with a beer at the end of the day. And like today, my day started at 2:30 when I woke up, and I laid in bed for an hour, and I'm like, I'm just going to get up and work. So how'd the mic go? Did something switch? Let me know if the mic switched or if everything is still sounds amazing, because I just seen a little glitch happen. And if I caught it, it could be that. But yeah, that's what you got to do. West Virginia. All right. Having a pop-up event as I'm watching. Things are going good. Love it. And that's the thing, is pop-up events, you don't know, right? You're basing it off of what somebody tells you. Yeah, the event's going to have 50 people. The event's going to have 500 people. The event's going to have 5,000 people. The event's going to have 50,000 people. And so you just try your best on what is there. The biggest advice that I can give to anybody that is doing events: go into that event expecting 0 sales and come out of it thinking, I'm going to make 10 new connections, right? If you go into it knowing that you're not going to have any sales, but you're going to make connections, that's where it's at. And for a lot of us that are custom apparel decorators, printers, one way or another, we can do things for other people. So look at those other booth vendors that are there. Hey, are they all wearing matching shirts, right? Do they have their business logo on stuff? Do they have a canopy that has their stuff on it? Do they need signs, banners, apparel, anything with their stuff on it? That's where you come in. Like, hey, I notice you don't have this. The key to this is you need to have one for yourself. So you need to make sure that you're wearing your stuff. You need to make sure that your canopy is done. You need to make sure that you have your tablecloth, that you have all this set there, so you can show them, yeah, we can do this for you. And hey, you're a business, so here, let's work out a deal for it. And if it's a business you want something from, see if you can work out some trade, right? Barter is badass. Like, I will barter anything with anybody. Like, if we can barter for stuff, even better. So that's my best advice that I can give to anybody doing any kind of pop-up events or shows. Go into it expecting 0 sales and making 10 connections, and things will go great from there. Ooh, I print orders on my Fujifilm DX100. Well, now I got to look that up to see it. Is that, like, if I got to compare it to something, would I compare that to the printer that is behind the kiosk there at like Walgreens or Walmart or any place like that? Let me know. When there's a pop-up event, I want to say it's more like a vendor show, right? That's what I expect it as. So we'll see what it is. I'm telling you, feeling good except for a bad case of the hives. Yeah, that's weird, right? Like, where, right? They never did figure it out, did they? Where it came from? Patrick, my friend, what's going on, buddy? How are you doing? Long time no see. You've been a traveling man for the last what, 6 months, and now you're home for the holidays, right? Or are we going anywhere else soon? Uh, Kelly's 5 things. She's got T-shirts, engraving order, banner, making photo backdrops, sublimating ornaments. Look at that, Kelly. You're rocking and rolling out of that. I have to print out business cards today, tumblers, and then label. Love that. That is always fun. Business cards. What are you using to print the business cards there, FU Facebook user? Darren, good morning to you, my friend. Jerry, what would I purchase to learn, refresh about setting up a web store? Todd, Jerry, are you in our success group? Remind me that again, because we do have some trainings in there from when we have set up stores in the past. In fact, if you go to osgresources.com, I think we have a couple of those videos that are online that you can go purchase there that have us walking through setting up a web store from start to finish and doing all that. But yeah, let me know on that. Snow in the cup. Snow is on the ground here, but it is not in my cup. I am still in I'm still in the shorts and the flip flops. It was. I got scolded by Corey on Wednesday because as we were traveling down there, it was snowing outside. It was a good snow. It was cold, and she says, "Really? That's what you're wearing?" Yeah, we're going from here to a warm car to hospital. Like, well, what's my? Well, what if something happens and we break down and we're stranded? I'm like, I guess I sit in the van. Call AAA. What do you mean? I'm not walking anywhere. I'm turning on the flasher. We're calling for this, and that's it. There's blankets in the car if we really came down to it, but whatever. Shorts, flip flops, whatever. I'll probably put on pants soon though, because it is getting a little garbagey out. Sorry, listening, not watching comments. I got sick when I got home from vacation. Change of seasons, stress, and lack of sleep. Absolutely, it's the Midwest. Anytime that we have that change, because here, I don't know if well, you pretty much ran into it, Renee, but I don't think it happened while you were down there. We went from like 80 degrees to 40 degrees in a day. So that's where my stuff, and it's just hanging on for it, just hanging on. Darren's 5 things: laser pet memorials, sublimate some ornaments, sublimate a few photo slates. Slates are amazing. I love those. Just got approved for your yard sign order, so looking forward to that. Awesome. Reprint a few shirts, change oil in the car. I think that sounds like a wonderful day for you, Darren. Let's see, what else do we have here? Epson 4800. Epson 4800. Well, that's for business cards, right? Is that what it was there? Patrick, I'm finally home for a couple months. I'm prepping for Long Beach in January. Influencer visits, a show, an event in February. Prepping for Romeo and software all day, every day. I love that. So we will be in Long Beach. So we'll be heading out for that. A show and event in February. Let me know more about that. What show and event? But yeah, we'll be headed to Long Beach. But to look at schedules to see when it went there, because we're going that, and then the day we get back from Long Beach, Corey is headed to Punta Cana. So for those keeping tabs at home, in December she's going to New Orleans for I don't know, 4-7 days, whatever, and then in January we're going to California, and then in January she's going to Punta Cana, and then I want to say I think it's May or June she's trying to go to Mexico. I think that's what's on tap. So yeah, she I don't think anybody can feel bad for her. I do my best to make sure that she has all the things that she wants and needs, because happy wife, happy life. That's what I've been told, and so far I guess it's working. Jerry, I'm not sure if I'm there or not. I'll check the site. You're very welcome for it. Let me know the travel plan. Are you in for Long Beach? I don't know if we're going to go when we're going or not. We're definitely going to look for another place, unlike the ghetto that we stayed in, because nobody will. It was very ghetto. It was sketch. The great thing was, leaving Coolio, I may have had a few too many drinks. I didn't care how sketch it was, but it was sketch for sure. So are you in? Are you in? Who else is going to Long Beach? Who else is going to Long Beach? Anybody else going to Long Beach? Because the more people, then maybe we can look at getting more bedrooms, a bigger place. something on the beach that's not crazy expensive, right? Who else is going to Long Beach for you? Uh, Learning HubSpot CRM, that's more than 5 things. I would 100% agree with that. Any type of CRM is way more than 5 things. Just take it one piece at a time. You know what they say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. I don't know how many people eat elephants, but they do it one bite at a time. You're gonna laugh, but I'm in Fargo, North Dakota. Oh, for Heat Transfer Warehouse. I'm freezing already. We're an affiliate with Heat Transfer Warehouse, aren't we? I think so. Yeah. I'm an affiliate with Heat Transfer Warehouse. I do believe. I have to look at that. That's where I have really lacked at, especially in the last 3 months, with doing the store build out, trying to get that all dialed in, trying to get our businesses in order here, having amazing setting goals. And we set a fourth quarter goal and we crushed it. And so with that comes, I've spent way more time working in the business than working on the business. It sucks because I haven't got to do the things that we wanted to do. I haven't got to build out the things I've wanted to build out. I haven't posted nearly as much, and I am stressed out about that because I am not doing what I need to get done. So I've scheduled out some blocks of time to start doing some more stuff next week to get back on those schedules for it. Because there's a ton of content that I need to create. There's a ton of things I need to review, and yeah, I've just not been the greatest about that, and I need to get better at it. Oh yeah, I want to come see the store early next year. So there's another trip. Absolutely, we can do that. In fact, I'll have to look and see, Patrick, because I think there's a crafty, but I think it's more tumblers. I think it's more tumblers, and it's actually happening in our town sometime in the spring, late winter, early spring. I'll have to get the details from Corey, but we were talking about doing some stuff there, and I'm not 100% sure if we are or not. But yeah, we can get down there. By that time, the studio will be set up. We should have everything good to go. Studio will be set up. Front end will be set up because it's set up for the retail location. We should be crossing our fingers that we'll be ready to roll on it. Excuse me. I took a picture on a business card. I took a picture of a business card on screen. It looks dark. How do I lighten it up? Want to print it on a cup. So it depends on the software that you're using, Curtis. If you're using Corel, you can go into Corel. Everybody that has Corel also has Corel Paint, and so you can do in there. That's pretty much Corel's version of Photoshop, and you can go in there and then mess with stuff and start changing it. You can also do it straight in Photoshop. I believe, let's see, it's in like the adjustment tabs. If you go under, I think it's. Let me look and see for you. Let me go over here and see. Effects. Yeah, if you go into effects, because then you have all your hues, your saturations, your lightness, your color balance, your brightness, your contrast, enhancements. So that is under effects, adjust in Corel Draw, because I think you're using Corel. If you're using Photoshop or Illustrator, man, I am no help to you. Sorry about that. I'm not any help. I need to get better at it. I did. Did I tell you? Did I tell everybody about my Photoshop Illustrator problem and the scratch disk being full, and it didn't make any sense to me because where it was pulling memory from and what was allocated, everything, it was fine. I've used it before. In fact, it wasn't. I went back and realized that it was probably like 2 months ago that I did this, and it worked fine. So after spending far too many hours, I went and got a MacBook Pro, put it on there, open it up, everything worked beautifully. So now that just might become dedicated for that. That also might become dedicated just for this, for streaming. And I just keep it just for that one, where that's just my Illustrator stuff and my streaming stuff. So that's what we're looking at. We'll see how that plays out. How many of you are running dual setups where you're running Mac and Windows? How you dealing with that workflow? Let me know in the comments how you're working that. Other things that we have going on, I need to look and see because I kind of have some notes on here. So we did our birthday sale this week, this past Monday. Crushed it. We did, I think it was, what did we say? It was about $1,600 in 45 minutes. So thank you all for that. And like I said, the goal is to have all of those orders out by the end of today. So if you place that order, you'll be set, ready to go on it. Other things next week, we've got there's two parts of the special. We're going to do 25% off DTF transfers. Doesn't matter if it's ready to press ones or your custom orders. Here's the kicker to it. Orders have to be paid for online. So if there's anything we need to invoice or anything like that, no bueno. You have to upload it, print ready. There you go. Enter the code. Good to go. So if you're somebody who might send in your orders, Brian, just go ahead and upload them. Put them there if you want to save 25%. That way I don't have to do anything, set anything up. And that's why the discount's there. So you can run it through that way. The other thing is we are going to release glitter DTF next week. Now, we got our second batch in, and it's not as glittery as the first batch in. So I don't know if I got a bum batch or if that's the way it's going to be. So I have more coming to see. But as it stands, I'm going to blow this stuff out because in case the second stuff is more glittery than this, if it's not, and that's just what it is, then hey, it's an amazing launch special. But we're going to run that on special too. That will only be available in 10-foot gang sheets, right? So take a 10-foot gang sheet. It is a little smaller film. So instead of having like the 11.5, I think it might be 10.5. And that'll go live on Monday. A 10.5 by 120, or you can do 10.5 by 60 and double it up. But that way, those two are on there. And I want to say there, we've got 500 feet of it. That sounds about right. Maybe 550, 600 feet. I'm going to nail down the number for sure, but I'm going to kick back probably 100 feet from whatever we have, just because you never know. You can run into issues in that. But that will be on sale. And once those are gone until we get our second batch and we see how it is. There will also be a discount on the thank you stickers. We do, and I know we don't talk about it a whole lot, but we do a fair amount of thank you stickers for people, especially like tags, bag tags, instruction things like that. So that'll be on sale as well next week. And that's going to start Monday and go Monday to Monday because next week's Thanksgiving. So, that's why we're doing it for a week on it there. What else do we got here? When we do shows, I did mock-ups of companies in the event catalog. So if the right time comes, right there. Yeah, see, that's a great idea. If you have a list of who else is going to be there at the show, why not, right? Why not go there and show for it? Corel, yep. So Curtis, if you're using Corel, go under, what do we say, effects, and then adjust, and then everything should be on there. You're just going to have to play around and see, because I don't mess with that a whole lot, so you'll be able to see what it is. Is the DTF discount code on the website? I'm like, yes, website only, so it has to be on the website only. And that's going to start next week, and that's going to go Monday through Monday. So starting Monday, probably right after Morning Mindset, it's going to start then, maybe right before it starts, 8 o'clock, and then it'll go through the following Cyber Monday on it as well. Cindy's 5 things: print earring cards, order beads, order purple bowling shirts. Love that. Purple bowling shirts. Clean out my jewelry tumbler. Okay, what's a jewelry tumbler? I mean, you're going to tell me it's just a tumbler that has the jewelry in it, right? Eat my birthday cake. Ooh, I didn't get a cake for my birthday. I didn't get a cake for my birthday. And use a slice as a photo prop for my Etsy shop. See, I think that's a great idea. If you can use cake as a photo shot, as a prop, and then get to eat it, I think that's a winner chicken dinner right there, Cindy. I'm loving it. Let's see. What is the DTF discount code? I will tell you next Monday. It'll be on the site. There'll be a pop-up that'll show you what the code is to be able to use it there. We'll post it in there. But listen, if you place an order and you don't use a discount code, sorry, it's going to be on the pop-up on the site. We're going to talk about it. If you want to pay full price, we would love that. Man, there we go. I'm going to use all the discount codes that Corey sends me with my orders and just keep emailing you. Corey told me I was wrong on the discount code, because she goes, was there a discount on this? I'm like, well, because it's on the card. She goes, No. She goes, that discount code applies to stock designs. It says it right on there. I'm like, oh, okay. So as you see, that's why she's the boss. She's the boss. I follow her lead on stuff. Uh, what kind of cake would you like for my belated birthday? Ooh, come on, Renee. You know what I like? Wedding cake, right? Come on, I'm down with some red velvet with cream cheese frosting. I always do that. So maybe next time, next time you come down, we'll have to. We'll see. We're gonna have to look. Now it's all weather based, right? Because nobody wants to travel when it's garbage outside. So weather based, we'll get together, and we got to make sure everybody's feeling fine, right? Because who knows? Next week is Thanksgiving. Our kids don't have school, and then we're going right into Christmas, and we're going to be busy. I don't know. January's garbage. And if we're going to Long Beach, maybe if we're in Long Beach, Renee, and we're there and we get a house or we get an apartment or we get whatever, and there's just happens to be a stove there. Hello, birthday dinner in January, right? How does that sound? I would like to share your codes, right? Hey, Jerry, when you order, you get a tag that says you're awesome. On the back, there's a discount code, and it's good on stock designs. Stock designs, it is there for good. So you're able to use it on that. Jerry, make it a good weekend, all. Yeah, we're gonna try to this weekend. But I don't think we have a whole lot planned. Busy last weekend. Thanksgiving is next weekend. Corey's gone the following weekend. This weekend, I think, is a lay low weekend. It's going to allow me to catch up on things. I'm going to try and I thought I was going to try and do something, but I can't because I thought my sausage stuffer was coming this week. And then I was going to make sausage on Saturday to Sunday, because depending on which one I make, it's going to have to cure overnight, yada, yada. So that might be out of it, but I can do up some breakfast sausage. I can do up some brats. I can do anything that I can just, no, I can't do brats because I don't have the sausage stuffer, but I can do patties. So maybe some breakfast patties. I don't know. We'll play that by ear. Do have my still, so I could go ahead and start that because my goal is for friends, family, local, because I don't think I can get away with shipping it. We're going to do up some moonshine and some snack sticks. That's what I'm giving out as gifts for people this year. So if you're local and you purchase from us, you come down to the store to pick some stuff up, maybe there's going to be some little presents for you. So yeah, we got that. Look at this. We went way over today. You guys are rocking and rolling, sticking around with me. Listen, we try and keep these short and sweet. This one went over, but I love conversating with you guys. We had a great group here this morning. We'll do this next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Oh, and I almost forgot. Reggie's are going on right now. Reggie's, I would appreciate and love your vote. I'm going to, you're going to hear me pushing that out there a lot. You just head over to tworegularguys.com/2022_Reggies. So you can click on the link if you're there, or just go ahead and highlight it and then copy and paste and do all that. Go there, get your votes in. We're getting closer in a few categories, so I'd appreciate your votes for all that. Until then, peace. Oh no, next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to do that. There will be no heat pressing here because the heat presses have now been moved from here to the shop. So if we do anything, it'll have to be the shop. But maybe on Tuesday, if we don't get everything, whatever, we can do kind of a walk around over there. I can show you how things are set up, what we have going on. That'll be a weird one to do because it'll be mobile-y, and I'm not sure I can handle comments, so I might have to have Corey in one spot, and then she can read comments and that stuff to me so we can see what we can set up in there because, hey, we're getting there. We're getting there for it. All right. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys on Monday. Until then, you guys have a great little weekend.